Hi, what are you having this morning? I'm having cinnamon plum tea, my favorite. But it's kind of overcast today. It's been raining the last couple days. But I thought I'd tell you a story about our trip to Steamboat Springs. It was an easy drive, the 250 miles from Wyoming. But as we were coming around the last corner, the last couple miles, a big gust of wind came across just as a truck with a camper on it was coming around the corner. The gust caught the camper and was barreling right towards us. Fortunately, we could see his face, the driver's face, and he looked as shocked as we were that we were going to collide and he was going to hit right into Mike's truck door. Well, fortunately, he corrected and we breathed a sigh of relief. And I thought, oh my gosh, we're so lucky that that didn't happen. And it was going to be a good day. Well, we made it to the RV park in Steamboat Springs. Have you ever heard of the feelings of impending doom? I had the weirdest feeling earlier in the day. And I told Mike, I feel like my body's failing. And in the back of my mind, I thought, I wonder if I'm going to die today. But there was no basis for that. It was just my body didn't feel right. I was having some trouble with my allergies. And we were sitting at the table and I felt my throat starting to swell. Well, I haven't had that problem for 12 years where I had to go to the emergency room. And it was just a matter of minutes and Mike and I looked at each other and knew I needed to go because my throat was swelling and it was getting bigger even on the outside. We gathered everything up and fortunately we were just 15 minutes from the emergency room. When I got there, they could hear the squeaky air going through my throat and they jumped into action. They were so good. I was out of there in 2 hours and much better, but it took a toll. Something I hadn't thought about when our trailer was stolen was the epinephrine pen that I had that you take and you put it into your hip or into your leg, and it gives you a dose of epinephrine that'll help get rid of the allergic reaction long enough, 20 minutes, long enough to maybe get to an emergency room. I didn't have one. Fortunately, we were only 15 minutes away from the local emergency room, and I just sat back and just tried to keep breathing. And of course, we got into traffic jams. I now have an EpiPen. Hopefully I'll never have to use it because I'm pretty good about dealing with the allergies before they get too bad. This time was just a fluke. The drive between Grand Teton National Park and Steamboat Springs is about 500 miles with one stop where there's a hospital. Fortunately, we were in the right place at the right time. Or I might not be sitting here. I'm very thankful for every day. Have you ever had such an experience? I certainly hope not. We appreciate you coming along.